But then, I feel someone tugging at me from behind. This could be bad. Huh? I turn around, wondering who it is. Yo, hi? Standing there is a silver-haired little girl. You're... I stumble backward, knocking over my bike. While I brace myself, the girl looks up at me with a smile. What? I can't sense such as a hint of animosity or murderous intent from her. To top it all off, the little girl says, I'm glad to see you alive, big brother. What? She looks so happy? The hell? She's definitely Berserker's master. She's the master of the monster who almost tore me in half with a single blow. Not the sort of person to expect to just run into in the shopping district in the middle of the day. Should have brought Saber with me. Dang. You're not planning to fight here, are you? Why do you say something silly? We're not supposed to fight while it's still light out. Is that like an official rule? Little girl pouts. She's certainly acting like the little girl she seems to be. I have no idea what she must be thinking. I can at least sense that she doesn't pose any threats, though. You're... Eliasville von Einsberg. You can call me Ilya for short. What's your name? Me? I'm Shiro Emiya. Shiro Emiya? That's a tongue twister. Nobody's ever said it like that. It's hard to remember, just call me Shiro. That's my first name. Shiro? That's easier. Shiro, huh? Yep, it has a nice ring to it. It's simple, but also kind of haughty at the same time. Ellisville looks at me suggestively. I find myself shifting my weight so I can be ready to run at an instant, purely by instinct. She is Berserker's master. If she gets it in her head, she can probably just order him to crush me along with the floors next to me. You don't have to be so tense, Shiro. I have Berserker at home today. You didn't bring Saber with you either, so we're even. Ellisville looks up at me cheerfully. Well, I'm not sure even is the right word. Hey, let's talk. There's so much I want to talk to you about. This girl has me on edge. Ugh. The little girl tugs on my arm, as if she were taking her father's hand. Hey, wait, what's the big idea? Is this some weird new strategy you thought up? What do you mean? I just want to talk kids like friends and talk with them all the time, right? This girl's... she's so different personality-wise from when we last met her. It sent me for a loop. That may be true, but it doesn't really apply to us. We're both masters, we both fought each other before, we're actually enemies. That's not true. I don't have any enemies. The other masters are more like pests to me. But if you're good, I might let you go. She smiles wide as she says this. Ilya is Ilya. I think I get it now. Oh, just stay back, okay? What's wrong with you? I jerk my arm to throw Ellisville's hands off. She's about to fall. Shiro, I thought you were a gentleman. She gonna fall flat on her back because of how hard I shook her off. Oh, crap, Ilya! I don't know why I did that. Next thing I know, I'm reaching for Ilya's... Her name is too long. Ilya's waist, and try to catch her before she falls to the ground. Oh, thank goodness. I was getting worried that I would have to say Ilyasville every single time. It's a bit of a mouthful. Huzzah! Narration is calling her Ilya now. Yay, that's a win for me. I lower Ilya to the ground without saying a thing. Ilya's silent. I don't know what to say myself, so just stand there looking down at Ilya. You know, it's like, I mean, I did kind of save you, but also it was kind of my fault to begin with, so... I guess we kind of got like a Cuban Missile Crisis sort of thing going on right now. So, yeah. Like, I should get some credit, I guess, but, like, how much, really? Well, this is awkward. So awkward, in fact, that I'm about to just turn around and leave. But then... Why? Do you hate me or something? What's that look? She asked with the same glow in her red eyes that she had when she spoke to me the other night, when she was with Berserker. A chill runs down my spine. I sensed no danger earlier, but she's just reminded me that she's still Berserker's master. If I crossed her, I'm dead. I'd never be able to face Saber if I died in vain here, and everyone in the shopping district would get dragged into this as well. Yeah, that's a safe bet. Ilya's waiting, or willing to use her powers anywhere. Fine, you just want to talk, right? I'll do what you want then. So, will that be alright, Ilya? Yep, then let's go to the park. I passed by it earlier, and there was nobody there. Look, maybe I'm being paranoid. But... is nobody else being there really a desirable feature for a site for our conversation to have? I kind of feel like one of the main reasons I'm alive right now is because if you did kill me, there'd be a bunch of witnesses. But if we eliminate the witnesses, that seems not exactly advantageous from my perspective. Ilya skips off toward the park. Come on, hurry! If you don't, I'll leave you behind, Shiro. Don't threaten me with a good time. I quite like what they're doing with her sprite here, of, popping her around and stuff. It really gets across her sort of lively, hyper energy. It spins around as she runs through the shopping district. So how old is she supposed to be? She really did go ahead without me. I'm more moved than I am confused. Apparently, once you promise Ilya something, she treats it as the absolute truth. And that's why she just skipped off so happily. It's also why, even though she left me behind, I don't even consider her taking the opportunity to run for it. I had already promised her I was going to talk with her, and she clearly trusts that. What's with her? She sure is unstable. Ilya is Ilya years old. And you're not wrong. But then again, I haven't yet gotten to an age where I'm so cynical as to betray a little girl's trust. Ilya and I are the only two in the park, a little ways from the shopping district. Kids are in school at this hour, or maybe the park's not as popular anymore. Our conversation begins in the tense, wintry air of the park. So, let's talk. What do you want to talk about? Do you know about Saber? Yeah, about Saber, why? we're masters, don't you want to get information at the other servants? And berserkers are like strong that I'm not sure really needs it. I want to talk about that kind of stuff. I'll get bored if we don't talk about something funner. I don't really find anything in particular boring, but okay. What do you think is fun? I don't know. What? It's your entertainment value, is it not? I haven't really talked to people much, so I don't know what to talk about. So you brought me out here, not knowing what to talk about. Didn't anyone teach you to think before you act? They didn't, did they? Then from now on, you're going to be a proper, thoughtful adult. Funner? Language, Ilya. Proper speech. Well, have you considered, though, that if Ilya says it, it must be proper? Because she is Ilya. No thanks, I'll leave all that to you, Shiro. Isn't man supposed to escort a lady? Oh, she knows my weakness. Chivalry. Dang it! So I just have to follow you. She smiles and leans against my shoulder. She doesn't seem like she's being touchy-feely. If anything, it's like a small animal huddling against something to stay warm. Huh. Now that I'm paying more attention, she does look cold. Ilya, are you cold? Yeah, I am. I don't like the cold. She breathes out a puff of white mist. Though she says she doesn't like the cold, she seems enchanted by her misting breath. I see. It's a lot colder than usual today. You'll just have to endure the cold for now, but... where did you come from? Your name sounds kind of noble or something. I'm not kind of noble. I am noble. I was born in an old castle owned by the Einsborn family. It was always cold and snowing, so I'm used to it being cold like this. Always cold and snowing, so what? Is she... And she's got to be either like Scandinavian or Russian then, right? Huh. You're born in a cold country. Shouldn't you be used to the cold then? Just based on her clothes, I'm leaning more towards Russian. Yes, I just don't like it. I like it warm much better. Don't you like it warm too, Shiro? Well, yeah, obviously I'd rather be warm than cold. I know, that's why I like to stay inside and keep warm when it's cold out. I like snow. It's white, and Father said it was like my hair. I clapped my hands together in wonderment. Now that she's mentioned it, I've realized something. I don't know what Ilya reminded me of, but if ever there was such a thing as a snow fairy, it'd probably look like her. Your dad's pretty clever. Your hair is like snow, soft and white. Oh, I just realized too, she's got red eyes as well. So I guess she's... I'd assume then she, like, that's like the coloration of like albinism, isn't it? You know, like red or pink eyes, and then white hair. Right, I'm proud of my hair. Got it from my mother, and it's the only girly thing about me. It giggles joyfully. Seeing her acting this way leaves me numb. If I hadn't already seen it for myself, I'd never believe this girl could be Berserker's master. How do you, Shiro? Did you get anything from your dad? Don't say I have magic crest, okay? I want you to know what you got from your dad as a son, not as a master. Me? I guess the last thing I got from him was the house. Before that was my last name, and the first thing I got was a chance of living again when I was about to die. As the only one Kiritsugu managed to save in that fire 10 years ago. Let's see, I didn't get any physical features like you did from your parents, but I think I got plenty of things that were just as good. Ilya looks delighted, as if it was a story about her. Who wouldn't be happy seeing a smile like that? But from what you just said, you didn't get this magic crest? That's weird. Does that mean you're not a master? How dare you assume such a thing? Huh? Well, I'm an apprentice mage without a magic crest, but I'm a master. Now that you mention it, you're a master, which makes you a mage, right? Huh? I'm not a mage. I'm a master. I'm confused. Has ever taught magecraft? Okay, look. At some point, the odds just get astronomical. So what? There's seven masters, and what? 3 of them, like, just basically aren't mages? Like myself, Ilya here, and Shinji? Really? That seems unlikely. Like, especially because, like, isn't this supposed to be like a contest, like, amongst the mages? Huh. Then you didn't inherit your parents' magic crest? But I thought your family was a prominent one since you have a castle and all. That's true, but you don't need a magic crest to be a master, so that's why I'm a master. Also, I kind of forget what a magic crest is. Kinda. Tilts her head in confusion. Huh. Now I'm confused too. Those words seem off. It feels like we're each having a different conversation here. Hey, Ilya, let me ask something. Where do you live? It sounds like you came here just for the Holy Grail War. Does that mean you're living in a hotel right now? Well, for starters, it'd be bad if she didn't have a guardian. Like a child like her coming to Japan on her own is just terrible parenting. Hotel? Like a vacation villa? I mean, I guess they serve similar purpose. Yeah, I guess so. Not a house, just somewhere you stay. Yes, you see that big forest over there? It's a Western-style mansion my grandfather's grandfather built over there. I was told that the Einsborn family's masters stay there for the Holy Grail War. Okay, magic crest is the accumulated magic power of the head of the family, passed down through generations. Okay, good to know. Ilya points west. Yeah, there's deep forest in the mountains there. The place hasn't been developed yet. It takes about an hour to get to that forest by car. Did you come all the way from there alone? Yep, I snuck out today. Scylla and Lystrit may be my mates, but they're so annoying. Came all the way to Japan, so I'd think I could go out and do some things. I may have always gotten what I wanted, but I've been shut in my room all this time, so this should be a reward. Huh? You're locked up in your room? Yeah, I wasn't allowed outside when it snowed because it would be bad for my body. That's why I usually played in my room. But I'm fine. It's not as cold here as the castle, so I'm fine by myself. Ilya beams proudly. She swings her legs back and forth, seeming to be genuinely enjoying herself. I find myself reaching into my grocery bag. I take out the dorayaki, a Japanese pancake sandwich filled with red bean paste, I'd bought to give Saber, and without knowing why, I handed it to Ilya. Want it? It's not the fanciest thing, but it's good. Huh? What's this? Food? Yeah, I'm not a big fan of sweets, but this is the only exception. This was a favorite snack my old man and I shared. You're giving this to me? Yeah, yeah, it's no big deal. What? Is giving a young lady food like a marriage proposal in your country? Yeah, it's not as good as if you eat it alone, so let's eat it together. I hand her the dorayaki. Ilya hesitates, but takes the unfamiliar snack. Okay, thanks. She happily takes a bite of the dorayaki. She practically devours the thing. I nibble my dorayaki and try to stop myself from being overwhelmed by the shocking thought I've just had. I don't believe myself. For reasons I simply can't understand, I just found myself thinking it'd be nice to have a little sister like her. But honestly, I think Ilya's too innocent. She might really be an innocent young girl who hasn't learned the difference between good and evil. Honestly, I can't even begin to imagine how a mage family raises a child. But I know without a doubt that Ilya wasn't raised in a normal environment. Tasaka may act the way she does, but she's a mage at heart. She understands the gravity of the Holy Grail War and knows that the killings between masters are murder. But this girl may become a master without really appreciating what it means to kill people. I haven't been talking to her long, but I don't think Ilya is the sort of who would choose to kill anyone. If that's the case... Ilya, there's something serious I want to talk with you about. But then... Ilya suddenly raises her head as if someone's just called for her. Ilya, what's wrong? Did something happen? Yeah, I need to go home. Berserker woke up. She jumps off the bench. Ilya runs out of the park without so much as a goodbye. She disappears in an instant. I go back to the house. I decide to keep quiet about meeting Ilya. This is the sort of thing I should be sharing right away, and I know it, but I don't feel like talking about it. Ilya wasn't acting like a master in the park. We talked about trivial things and casually parted ways. So I hesitate to bring up what happened today to the others. I feel bad for keeping secrets, but I don't want to think of the little girl I met today as my enemy. After lunch with Saber, we resume our training at the dojo, and next thing I know, it's time for dinner. I rest, fatigued after my training with Saber, so I take a bath to rinse the sweat off. By the time I head to the living room, dinner is ready. I'm a little moved. It's really nice to come out of the bath and find dinner ready, without doing anything. Hey man, it's dinner time. Why are you standing there like an idiot? And yet, why does she have to ruin the moment? Nothing. It's dinner, right? I'm ready to eat. Where's Saber? Huh? I thought Saber went to your room, Shira. You didn't see her? That's weird. She was here a second ago. Maybe you two missed each other because this place is as big as a hotel. Fine, I'll go get Saber, so you should go to the bathroom one more time. You can dry your hair properly. The air dry. Oh, you're right. Okay, then I'll leave Saber to you. I wave to Tasaka and step back into the hallway. As Tasaka said, the Emiya house was built with all kinds of passages and corridors. One of the most notable examples of this is the various routes to the bathroom. You can get there from my room or the living room. I head into the bathroom. I'd like to use the dryer, so I'll just use the towel I used earlier to dry my hair. Sorry? And in that moment, I forget everything that happened today. Hey, Saber, I suppose you must be here to take another bath, but I'm doing so at the moment. I'd appreciate it if you could wait until later. Yeah, I just thought we were dinner. I need to explain myself. I need to explain that this is all an accident, but my mind has gone completely blank. The sight in front of me is enough to erase everything that's happened today from my mind. Shiro, were you in the bath so long that your blood rushed to your head? Even your ears are bright red. If you need to cool off, I suggest you head out onto the veranda. No, yeah, I'll do that. But before I do, I should apologize. I avert my gaze from Saber and try to calm my pounding heart. Tao, Saber. This was an accident. Well, actually, there's not really much room for me to explain myself now that we've actually run into each other like this. So go on, get mad at me, Saber. I try to keep my eyes averted and calm myself down at the same time. Saber thinks for a while, then says, Shiro, please raise your head. I do as I'm told. Hey, wait, why are you still like that? I mean, what's the alternative? She, like, takes the towel off and gets dressed, like, into normal clothes while you're just, like, looking down? Like, I mean, what did you want her to do? You have nothing to apologize for. I should tell you that there's nothing for you to worry about, even having seen what you have. Come again? I've told you this before. Gender is meaningless to servants. Seeing your body may have made you panic, but as I have said, I am a servant before I am a woman. As such, your consideration is unnecessary. What? What is Saber saying? Even if Saber insists, the fact of the matter remains that she's a girl. But then again, I don't think it'd be the case. Could Saber be... Let me ask you something. Are you saying that you're not the least embarrassed about changing in front of me, Saber? Huh? Why should you be embarrassed about such a thing? I mean, that's kind of goes against the typical, like, rules of modesty of society. So, you know, there's that. I figured as much. It doesn't matter that Saber doesn't care, though. I really do. Sorry, just let me apologize if something like this happens again. You can do whatever you want with me. I do a quick 180 and rush awkwardly out of the dressing room. Saber stares after me oddly as I leave. We finished dinner. It was probably a typical dinner, except it didn't feel that way. I've lost my appetite since the incident in the bathroom. So cold. I had opened a window from the veranda to let the outside wind cool my head, but I need to stop. I'm going to catch a cold if I keep this up. Shiro, there you are. Hey, Saber. Okay, we need to talk. So there's these things called locks on doors, especially bathroom doors, and if you could make use of them, that would be great going forward. So Saber, did you have something? No, I thought you did. I thought Rin promised to teach you CMeeCraft tonight. Smack my forehead. I completely forgot. Thanks, I'll head over there right away.